Welcome. Today we will learn how people receiving Social Security Disability Insurance, or SSDI, can lower their countable income, the amount the Social Security Administration, or SSA, uses to decide if you remain eligible for benefits. We will explore work-related expenses and employer or third-party supports that legally reduce this amount. Important note for everyone. Before we start, this presentation doesn't determine if someone may be eligible for Social Security disability benefits or other government services. The information presented today is general and may not include the most recent changes related to today's topic, including annual income limits. Rules and programs can also change with new laws or updates, which may not be reflected in today's presentation. We recommend that you consult directly with Social Security, a work incentive planner, or other professionals to get accurate information that best fits your personal situation. Let's get started. As we have learned, Substantial Gainful Activity, or SGA, is the monthly earnings amount used by the Social Security Administration to decide if someone receiving SSDI benefits earns too much to keep benefits. The SGA level is set each year and is different for people who are blind and those who are not. If you earn over this limit after your trial work period, or TWP, your eligibility may be impacted. You can find the current TWP and SGA amounts on the SSA website. Social Security counts only your earned wages, not paid time off. Paid time off, or PTO, includes vacation, personal time, holidays, sick leave, and bereavement. When the Social Security calculates your countable income, they do not include PTO. This can help someone stay under the limit even if their gross pay looks high on paper. For example, Nadia, an SSDI beneficiary, had her countable income reduced because of the value of her 4 PTO days. This helped her stay below the SGA level, making her eligible for her SSDI payment. Impairment Related Work Expenses, or IRWEs, are costs for items or services related to your disability that you need to work. These costs are deducted from your gross income, lowering your countable income, making it more likely that you will qualify for an SSDI payment. There are many types of expenses that can qualify as IRWEs. These include services from medical devices, services, or supplies, prescription medications or co-pays, specialized transportation, and even costs related to service animals. These expenses must be necessary for work and related to your disability. It is important to keep good records of your IRWEs. This includes keeping receipts and bills, getting statements from your doctors, and maintaining a log of your expenses. This proof helps Social Security count expenses correctly. When reporting IRWEs to Social Security, it is helpful to prepare a cover letter citing Social Security policies with a detailed monthly list of expenses. Attach receipts, invoices, and any other documentation to support your claim. For recurring monthly IRWEs, completing and submitting Form SSA 821 online is particularly useful. Social Security may also require other forms: SSA 795 for a signed statement of facts, or SSA 820BK for self-employment earnings. These forms are often used during formal reviews of your earnings to decide if you remain under the SGA limit. Anticipating Social Security's questions and addressing them in your submission can help speed up the process and ensure accuracy. Also, a benefits planner can assist you in developing the best strategy for reporting IRWEs to your local Social Security office. A subsidy exists when an employer willingly pays an employee more than the value of the work or provides extra support to the employee. This is different from a special condition where a third party provides support. Subsidies can help reduce countable income, which can be very helpful for an SSDI recipient. Unlike a subsidy, a special condition is when a third party, like a job coach, provides support to the employee. These services allow the employee to work at their full value. The value of this support is subtracted from earnings, lowering countable income. When Social Security decides if your work is at the SGA level, they only look at the portion of your earnings that reflects the real value of your work. Here is a subsidy example. A worker earns $1,800 in gross wages. If productivity is 70%, Social Security subtracts the remaining 30%, or $540. The countable income is $1,260. And now, let's look at a special condition example. If a worker earns $1,700 in gross wages and a third party provides $250 of job coaching or support, Social Security deducts that value. The countable income is $1,450. In both examples, the countable earnings are below the SGA limit for non-blind individuals. Again, the current SGA limit can be found on the SSA or DB101 website. This means Social Security would determine if SGA was not performed, and the worker would receive their SSDI payment for that month during the extended period of eligibility or after until termination. A key point to remember is the value of a subsidy or special condition can be used each month to lower countable income below the SGA threshold. Social Security recognizes two types of subsidies: specific and non-specific. A specific subsidy is when the employer calculates a specific amount for the subsidy. A non-specific subsidy is when the employer identifies a percentage or amount as a subsidy without detailed calculations. In this case, Social Security will estimate the value of the subsidy. Job coaching is a common special condition. A job coach assists by modeling duties, observing, and giving feedback. The value is calculated by multiplying your hourly wage by the number of job coach hours that directly support the work. To document a subsidy or special condition, collect information using the most appropriate Social Security form. Use Form SSA 821BK if you are an employee, or Form SSA 820BK if you are self-employed when Social Security conducts a work activity review. These forms help establish if there is a subsidy or special condition. Form SSA 3033 is used when Social Security needs detailed information from the employer about a subsidy or special condition. Submitting these forms and supporting documents to the Social Security early helps ensure accurate reviews. It is important to be proactive by submitting forms and documents early. Do not wait for Social Security to ask. Start with Form SSA 821BK. If you believe the trial work period has ended and the gross earnings are close to or above the SGA level, your employer can complete the Form SSA 3033 and add supporting letters from employer, job coach, or supervisor. This helps ensure that Social Security has all the necessary information to make an accurate decision because you have documentation that clearly shows how your income is reduced due to subsidies or support. A benefits planner or vocational counselor can help with this process. Protecting your SSDI benefits means knowing the difference between gross wages and countable income and how to reduce that countable income using paid time off, or PTO, impairment related work expenses, or IRWEs, and supports like subsidies and special conditions. Keep complete documentation, including receipts, doctor statements, and logs, and use the appropriate Social Security forms when reporting. Being proactive and submitting documents before Social Security requests can prevent delays or overpayment issues. Stay up to date with current SGA limits and any Social Security rule changes to ensure you remain in compliance and continue receiving benefits when eligible. Thank you for joining us. Now that we have covered how to reduce countable income, we hope you feel more comfortable knowing there are tools to protect your SSDI benefits while you work. In our next session, we will cover how to quickly reinstate benefits if you lose them due to work and your disability later prevents continued employment. If this is your first time viewing one of these sessions, go to the California DOR website at www.dor.ca.gov and click on the Programs for Social Security Beneficiaries link, and then click on the Benefits to Independence 101 link to begin the program. You have now finished Session 16 of Module 3 in the Department of Rehabilitation Benefits to Independence 101 program. Before you go on to Session 17, please go back to Benefits to Independence 101, Module 2, Session 16 page to do the activities and look at all the resources we talked about in this session. We are happy to continue this journey with you in Session 17 as we build on what you learned today.